Okay, so we're starting from a comfortable cross-legged position. Make sure that your sit bones are kind of rooted into the ground wherever and however you're sitting. So you can sit cross-legged like this, as yasana is, or you can sit kneeling down, you can sit on a pillow or place blocks underneath your knees if you need to. So one underneath each knee, or maybe sit on the block. So whatever it is comfortable for you. And then you can just rest your hands on your knees. You can turn the palms up so you kind of feel a little bit already this external rotation of the shoulder. So as we turn the palms up towards the sky, this is called supination of the forearm. We will feel a little bit more the opening in the shoulder as well, and this will help us stay open throughout the shoulders. And then let's just close our eyes, relax our face, and we're just going to go through a little bit of a mindfulness meditation here. So that just means being in the present moment and connecting with everything that is happening around you, connecting with your 5 senses, and then connecting yourself as a part of the whole. So wherever you are sitting right now, try to notice everything you can. Try to hear all the sounds. So because we're here in Ericeira, we can actually hear seagulls. There's a bit of a breeze coming, and of course some cars, some traffic. So whatever you can tune in to wherever you are. Maybe you'll smell something, so connect with that sensation of whatever you can smell in this moment. And then whatever you can feel on your skin, just notice where the warmer air is present or cooler air. Maybe you'll feel, if you're outside somewhere, wind caressing your skin. And then notice your physical body, starting from your sit bones, your buttocks, your thighs. So first we always start with all of these body parts touching the floor. And just notice how you feel sitting here in your space. Do you feel stability in your physical body? Do you feel the flow of energy, of breath, or does something feel tight? And if it does, if you change the position, can you help that? Can you make it better? Because yoga is not about sitting in a perfect cross-legged way. Yasna has been doing yoga and dancing for a long time, so her body is very open. She can sit still like this, but not everybody is the same. So if you need to change positions, so you can really feel comfortable in your physical body. And then from that place of comfort, and from that place of feeling stability and strength, just do a little scan of your physical body. Take a deep inhale and send this inhale up your spine to the top of your head, feeling the space in between each vertebra as you inhale. And as you exhale, feel your breath, your exhale, like waterfall coming down towards the earth, connecting you to the floor, to the earth. Again, giving you that feeling of here and now, feeling stability, feeling safe in the present moment, feeling strong in your body. And inhale again, like somebody's pulling your head up. Feel a lot of space in between your vertebrae. You feel your lungs expanding out as well. So it's not only up, it's out. You feel this expansion as you inhale as well. And as you exhale, send the exhale into the earth. But now stay a little bit in just underneath your navel and your core, and pull the navel in. Pull the core in with the exhale as well. And inhale and lift up. So this lifting up sensation we call prana vayu, prana wind, prana quality. And then as you exhale, send the exhale into the earth, like this deep roots connecting you with the present moment, with yourself, with the earth. This is apana. And then as you inhale, feel the expansion, like you're getting wider with each inhale. This is called vijnana vayu. And as you exhale, pull that energy back to yourself, giving yourself more strength back into your core. This is called samana. So allow you to do this breathing, visualizing exercise for a few moments without talking. So again, with each inhale, feel this lifting up and spreading out in all directions. As you exhale, you're pulling the energy back into your core and sending it into the earth. And sometimes with this visualization, we tend to kind of go elsewhere. Mind is a tricky thing, so come back to the here and now. Come back into your body. And before we start to move, we're going to set the intention for today's practice. So whatever you feel you're working on in this moment in your life, in this moment in time, this is what your intention would be. So I can just give you some ideas. Maybe you're working on getting stronger in your physical body, or inviting more flexibility, more openness, or maybe it's something on a physical level. Maybe it's something on a more subtle level. Maybe you're dealing with something right now and you want to invite more of this courage to be able to deal with all the life's challenges. Maybe you are trying to release something that doesn't serve you any longer because you want to reach some other goal, some other points in your life right now. So maybe it could be you're trying to find another means of making your living, changing vocation, changing jobs. So you want to release something and invite something new. So whatever that is for you, we always first look at what is our positive intention. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Where do you see yourself tomorrow, in a week, in a month, in a year? And then the more important thing, or the equally important thing, is what do you need to let go of in order to create that space? What do you need to declutter from your mind? What fear do you need to release in order to have that courage to move on? How do you need to make space in your life in order to maybe get more time to practice so you can make your body stronger, more flexible? So whatever you're working on today. And for this intention, sometimes we use mudras for the intention. So today we're going to use Apana mudra, which gives us a bit more presence, a bit more grounding, so you can really meditate upon your intention with the help of this mudra as well. So you're going to open your fingers wide and then join your thumb, your middle finger, and your ring finger together. So the only fingers that are kind of sticking out are your little finger and your index finger. And then just connect with that space within, connect with your intention, speak it out into your heart. Say to yourself what you would like to have, what would you like to attract, where do you see yourself? And also be mindful of what is it that you need to release and let go to make that space. And then again, if your mind has wandered off, as it likes to do, come back into the space, into your body, into your breath. Relax your hands on your knees. With each exhale we take, we're going to release whatever doesn't need to stay in the body on whatever level. And we're going to start all together with 3 long exhales through the mouth. So take a deep inhale through your nose. And exhale through the mouth. 2 more times, inhale. And exhale. Once again, inhale. And exhale. If you're familiar with Ujjayi breathing, maybe this is a good time to start. Breathe Ujjayi and just connect with your breath, with the sound of your breath. If this is something that is awkward for you or you're not familiar with Ujjayi, this is okay. You can just breathe through your nose, deeply, slowly, intentionally throughout this practice today. So it's time to gently open our eyes. I'm going to give gently open your eyes and just relax your hands on your knees. And before we go anywhere, we're just going to do a few shoulder rolls today. So you can bring your hands a bit closer to the hips, so just bring them up. And then on the inhale, bring your shoulders up and your head up. As you exhale, bring your shoulders down and your chin down. 2 more times. So inhale, roll your shoulders up and back. Exhale, back and down. Once again, inhale, lift. And exhale, down. Good, now open your arms sideways so the palms are facing down. And then take an inhale and lift your arms up. You can join your hands together or keep them shoulder distance apart, your choice. And as you exhale, bring your hands down towards the floor and bring your chin down to stretch the neck as well. Inhale and lift your arms slowly up, following the breath. And then as you exhale, slowly bring your hands down back towards the floor. Keeping the neck engaged. Inhale and lift up. Still keeping the back of the neck engaged now. And then as you exhale, slowly bring your hands down to the floor. Now walk your left hand slightly sideways. And then inhale, lift your right arm up. As you exhale, start bending your elbow and coming down towards one side. So you're gonna feel you're stretching the right side of your body, the left side of your body first. But really feel the sit bones, both sit bones firmly grounded. So you're not lifting up, it's not about coming down to the elbow. Inhale and come all the way up. And then as you exhale, switch side. And then pushing this left hand on the floor, or your right hand, sorry, on this side. That's not confused me, I think she's mirroring you. And then really push the hand on the floor so you really can feel you grounding both of your sit bones. Good, and then as you inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, place your hands on your knees. I'm going to twist from here. So place your right hand on your left knee. Inhale here. As you exhale, open your left arm back and place your hand behind your pelvis. Inhale from the sit bones, again feeling that Prana Vayu, lifting your head up. And then as you exhale, maybe twist a bit more, not too much. Inhale and lift. Exhale and twist. Once again, inhale and really feel that lifting action. And then as you exhale, just come back to the center and let's switch sides. So inhale here. As you exhale, open your right arm back and place your hand behind you. Inhale from the sit bones all the way up. As you exhale, maybe you'll twist a bit more. Not too much, just preparing still. Inhale and lift. Exhale, deepening the twist. Inhale, make the space in between your vertebrae. And then as we exhale, let's come back to the front. Now inhale and lift your arms all the way up again. And then as you exhale, clasp your hands behind your back. As you inhale, really lift your heart, opening the spine in this nice back bend or extension. As you exhale, we're going to come down, flexing the spine. So working with extension and flexion here. As you inhale, come up. So we're not going to stay here. We're just moving through these asanas. And then exhale, place your hands back on your knees. Good. And from here, we're going to go to all fours, to hands and knees. So really make sure that you place your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. And then really push the floor. So once you push the floor and you push your lower belly in, you will almost feel like you're flexing the spine, which you actually are doing. So try not to hang down. See if you can hang like this. But this is not what we're doing. We really want to push the earth. And then from that pushing position, inhale and lift your head, lift the pelvis, opening the heart. As you exhale, look towards your navel. So now flexing the spine, but vertebra by vertebra, slowly looking towards the navel. Inhale again, lift your head, lift the pelvis, roll the shoulders out more, really making that space in the heart. And then again, exhale and lift your tummy all the way up, like you want to glue it to your spine. One more, inhale, come up and lift. And then from here, exhale and come back to your neutral position. So it's not completely neutral, it's kind of flexed still, but we want to come to this, it's much stronger to this position. It's a good preparation for a downward facing dog. So from here, come up on your toes. Inhale, and as you exhale, shift your sit bones back and up for the first downward facing dog. So for the first one, again, Leslie is very flexible, so she can just drop her heels down, but most people will have to bend their knees. So you can bend your knees, lift your heels, do whatever is good for you. Also, you can shorten the stance a little bit if you need to. So you would walk your feet a little bit closer to your hands. So that's just the first couple of downward facing dogs. You can move here if that feels good, bending one knee and then the other, slowly with the breath. Okay, and then as you're bending one knee and then the other, slowly start to walk to the top of your mat. Just gently coming forward, keep your knees as bent as you need to. We're all different, and then keep your feet hip distance apart. Really engage your legs. So again, regardless of how flexible you are in your hamstring, you really want to bend your legs to engage the muscles here. Because what we want to do here is relax the upper body. In order to relax the upper body, we really want to support the upper body with the legs. So completely allow your head to hang, your torso to hang, to decompress the spine, to it really kind of make your face more soft. We hold a lot of tension in the face, so just check in with your face if everything is soft, if your jaw is relaxed. And then from here we're going to engage the upper body as well. So as you inhale, drop your hands on the floor and look up. So with this lifting of the head, you will feel the back muscles really engage. And then as you exhale, come back to your forward bend or your Uttanasana. Again, inhale and lift your head up. Exhale, forward bend, Uttanasana. Inhale, look up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale and place your hands on your hips. And then with a straight spine, inhale and come up. So it's just engaging the back muscles and the legs. You can keep the knees bent. Good. And then as you exhale, drop your hands sideways. You can keep your feet hip distance apart. We're just going to talk a little bit about Tadasana. So the feet wide position is much more stable. This is how all of our joints are actually aligned. So you want to kind of look at your feet. They should be parallel, but we don't really know, like feet are built differently, so we're not really sure always what the parallel foot is. And this is why we look at these little caps called patellas on our knees. So they should be kind of pointing forward. And then really engage your legs. So you're kind of lifting your quads, not overlifting, but really feel that engagement of the legs. And then the lower belly kind of comes in. So you will feel when the lower belly comes in, you will feel a little bit more of kind of a length in your lower spine. So if you have the tendency to kind of do that, lift your belly, relax your belly and lift your sit bones back, this will feel nice and kind of spacey. And then this lower part of the ribs we want to squeeze in, especially for those of you yogis, dancers who always stick your heart out because we sometimes think this is straight. This is actually already going into the extension. So we really want to squeeze the lower part of the rib cage in. Shoulders are relaxed. We're kind of looking straight, and this is our Tadasana. And from here we're going to move through our Surya Namaskars. Again, if you are used to practicing your Surya Namaskars with feet together, you're more than welcome to put your feet together. You want to keep them separate, completely your choice. Just come back to your breath for a few moments. And then let's start. As you inhale, lift your arms up, keeping your hands together or separate, your choice. As you exhale, come down to Uttanasana, bending your knees if you need to. As you inhale, lift your head, making space in the front body, engaging the back of the body. And then as you exhale, step it back and lower down to your knees, chest and chin, keeping the engagement in your core. So you see Yasna is not lifting up her butt so much. Inhale and lift up to Cobra. So baby Cobra, we're not going too far now. And then as you exhale, lift through all fours to your Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. So in the downward facing dog, really push the floor with your hands. And if you are hyperflexible, avoid this hyperflexible downward facing dog. So avoid like hanging on your shoulders like this. So you really want to come straight. You really want to see this nice line from the top of the head all the way up to sit bones and then down to the heels. Even though the heels are up, they can stay up. One more inhale. As you exhale, bend your knees, look in between your hands. Inhale, step it forward and look up. As you exhale, come to your Uttanasana, your forward bend. Inhale and rise all the way up. So lifting your head up first, so you really engage your back muscles as you come up. Exhale to Tadasana. We're going to repeat this one more time. Inhale and lift your arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward bending from the hips. Inhale and lift your head up, making space. As you exhale, step it back, again lowering down on your knees, chest and chin, really keeping the core engaged so the belly is in. And then inhale, come up to Cobra, squeezing your glutes that will help you lift up more. And then as you exhale, come to your Adho Mukha Svanasana. So when I say they will help you lift up more, it's not about lifting up more, it's just about accessing the full length of the extension here. Especially this is important on the next round as we go into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. You really want to access that length in your hip, or that's a hip extension, and if you squeeze your glutes, this is what will help you. One more inhale here. As you exhale, bend the knees, look in between your hands, step left and right maybe this time, so alternating your legs. Sometimes we get into our patterns. And then as you exhale, go to your Uttanasana, forward bend. Inhale, lift your head up first, coming all the way up. This is Urdhva Hastasana. And then exhale, Tadasana. Inhale and lift your arms up, sweeping them up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward bending from the hips. Inhale and lift your head up. And then as you exhale, step it back. Now lowering down if you can and want to Chaturanga. For Chaturanga, really keep your elbows, shoulder alignment. Inhale, lift up. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And then as you exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. From here, keeping your feet hip distance apart to challenge your balance. Inhale and start to lift your right leg up slowly. And don't go too high up. We want to keep the hip square. And then as you exhale, bring the foot down. Good. Other side. Inhale slowly. Start to lift your left leg up. And then exhale and bring the foot down. Inhale, right leg rises, and you're going to feel the stretch in your left leg actually. It's not about the right leg, it's about the other one. Exhale and bring the foot down. Inhale and lift your left leg up. And then as you exhale, bring your foot down. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees, look in between your hands. Inhale, step it forward, maybe right and left now, look up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward bend. Inhale and rise all the way up, lifting your head up first and then arms. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale and lift your arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward bending from the hips. Inhale and lift your head. Exhale, step it back. Chaturanga or knees, chest and chin, your choice. Inhale, upward facing, Urdhva Mukha or Cobra. Cobra is Bhujangasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. We call this kramas in downward facing dog, so this is the next one. Inhale and lift your right leg up. And then as you exhale, bend the knee and open the hip, really feeling that space in the hip and on the side of your body. Inhale and bring your leg back to this three-legged dog. And then as you exhale, step the right foot down. Inhale and lift your left leg up. Exhale, open the hip and bend the knee, but try to stay square in your shoulders. Inhale, bring your leg back, pushing the floor with your hands. As you exhale, bring your foot down. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees, looking between your hands. Jump or step, alternating your legs. If you're used to jumping, you can, that's fine. If you have a healthy spine. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale and lift all the way up. And then exhale, Tadasana. And we have one more, Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, lift your arms up. sweeping them up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana from the hips. Inhale, lift the heads. This is Ardha Uttanasana, half of Uttanasana. Exhale, jump or step back. Again, lowering down, Chaturanga or knees, chest and chin. Inhale, Cobra or Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Squeezing the butt for both. Exhale, downward facing dog. As you inhale, slowly lift your right leg up. And as you exhale, bring your knee towards the forehead, but stay high in your hips, so you're not moving down towards the plank. You're staying in your Adho Mukha Svanasana shape. Inhale, bring your leg up. And then as you exhale, step the foot down. Other side, inhale and lift your left leg up. Keeping your elbows super straight, your arms super straight. Exhale, knee towards the forehead, engaging the core so you really feel this Samana Vayu in your belly. Inhale and lift your leg up. And then as you exhale, bring your foot down. Good, inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees, look in between your hands. Inhale, jump or step, look up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all the way up. And then as you exhale, come to your Tadasana. We're going to stay here a few breaths. You can always, if you feel like you've overheated the system, take one inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. So let's do that all together. Inhale and then a few times if you need to. So just to kind of get rid of all the excess heat and everything that we don't need to have in our bodies. Maybe coming back to our intention and releasing all we need to release in order to come closer to whatever we have intended for ourselves. And then from here we're going to start with our Surya namaskars. You can keep the feet hip distance apart still or bring them together. If you're keeping your feet hip distance apart, it's the same thing. You will still imagine like you're really bringing yours, like you're pulling something or squeezing something in between your thighs when you do your Utkatasana, which is the chair pose. So let's inhale, bend the knees and reach the arms up for Utkatasana, squeezing those legs together, even though they're not together maybe for some of you. Exhale, Uttanasana, coming low to your forward bend. And then inhale, lift your head up. Exhale, step or jump back, lowering down to your Chaturanga or knees, chest and chin, totally your choice. Inhale, Cobra or upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale and lift your right leg up. And then as you exhale, start bringing your knee towards the forehead, really engaging the core, and then step your right foot on the inside of your right hand. This is low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, make some space and look up. And then as you exhale, bring your leg back and lower down to your Chaturanga or knees, chest and chin. Inhale, upward facing or Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale and bring your left leg up, this three-legged dog. And then as you exhale, bringing the knee towards the forehead, step that foot next to your left hand. Inhale and look up, make the space. Exhale, bring the leg back and lower down, Chaturanga or knees, chest and chin, which is called Ashtangasana in Sanskrit. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha or Bhujangasana, Cobra. And then exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So you can stay here for 5 breaths, or you can always, in these poses, lower down to Balasana. So you would sit on your heels and place your forehead on the floor. You can leave your arms extended or place them next to you, whatever feels good for you. Just come back to your breath, relaxing here for few more breaths. And then If you're in your balasana, make your way up through all fours as you inhale and exhale into Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. And we're going to inhale all together. Exhale, bend the knees, look in between your hands. Inhale, jump or step forward, look up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend the knees, squeezing your legs together, super strong inner thighs. Exhale, Tadasana, coming back to the beginning. Good, let's do the second round. Inhale, Utkatasana. It's called a fierce pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward bend. Inhale and look up. Exhale, step or jump, Chaturanga Dandasana, or knees, chest and chin if you need to. Inhale, Bhujangasana or Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale and lift your right leg up. Exhale, using your core, your body intelligence, step that foot forward. And then as you inhale, rise up to high lunge, or we call this Anjaneyasana B. Exhale, hands down, low lunge. From here, you're going to inhale to plank, so you bring your right leg back, pushing the floor, and then exhale, lower down, knees, chest and chin, or Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, or Cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale and lift your left leg up slowly. Exhale and step it forward using your core. And then inhale, rise up, high lunge, Anjaneyasana B. Exhale, hands down, low lunge, Anjaneyasana A. Inhale into plank. Exhale, lower down, knees, chest and chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Bhujangasana or Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 5 breaths here. Again, if you need to, come down to Balasana. Or you can stay here, pushing the floor with your hands, finding that nice kind of an A shape of the body. If you look at the spine here, we're going to talk a lot about biomechanics. If you look at the chest, it's kind of flat, which means it's come out of its natural curve, which also means that it's already extending. And the lower part of the spine is already flexing. So it's a very interesting asana for the spine. One more inhale. As you exhale, bend your knees, look in between your hands. Inhale, step or jump, look up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose, bending your knees, squeezing your legs together. So much strength in this one. And then exhale, Tadasana. 2 more. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. I'm going to try to use only the Sanskrit terms for this one. Inhale and look up. Exhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, jump or step back, Chaturanga Dandasana or Ashtangasana. Inhale, Bhujangasana or Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale and lift your right leg up. And then as you exhale, step it forward again to your Anjaneyasana A. And then place your back heel down. Look at your back foot. Make sure it's 45-degree angle. Inhale and rise up to Warrior 1 or Virabhadrasana A. So Virabhadra. Exhale, hands down, low lunge, bringing your heel up. Inhale, plank. And then exhale, lower down again. Ashtangasana or Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra, Bhujangasana or upward facing Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale and lift your left leg up. Exhale, step it forward, grounding your back heel down, making sure it's 45-degree angle. Inhale, rise up to Virabhadrasana, hands over the heart. Exhale, hands down, low lunge, bringing that back heel up. Inhale into plank, finding that straight line before you exhale and you come down to either your Chaturanga or Ashtangasana. Inhale, Bhujangasana, upward facing Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Again, we're staying here for 5 breaths. Breathing, connecting. Pushing the floor, relaxing the face, relaxing the head, all the tension. If you are in your Balasana, come up, back to Adho Mukha Svanasana, and then all together, let's exhale and bend the knees. Inhale, jump or step, look up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend the knees, squeeze the legs, rise up, Utkatasana. And exhale, Tadasana. Good, one more. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, or knees, chest and chin. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana or Cobra. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. And then as you exhale, step the foot forward next to your right hand. Again, ground with the back heel. And now as you inhale, follow your left arm sideways and up for Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana B. Exhale, place your hands back on the floor for lunge. Inhale, plank. Straight, strong body, pushing the earth. Exhale, down, knees, chest and chin, and Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing a Cobra, open the heart. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale and slowly lift your left leg up. Exhale, step it forward, grounding your back heel. Inhale, open up Virabhadra, pull your lower belly in and your lower chest in. Exhale, hands down, low lunge. Inhale into plank. Exhale, lower Chaturanga, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, opening the heart, Urdhva Mukha or Bhujangasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through the mouth. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale and let it all out. Once again, inhale. And exhale. And then come to your Balasana for a few moments. Coming back to yourself, coming back to your breath. Relaxing, letting go into the earth. Hopefully feeling warm and open in your body. And slowly come back up, first to all fours as you inhale, and then exhale, tuck your toes and come to your downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, bend the knees, look in between your hands. Inhale, jump or step forward, look up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward bend. Inhale, Utkatasana, bend your knees and rise up. And then as you exhale, Tadasana. Good. Just stay here for a few breaths. calming your breath, calming your nervous system, connecting with the earth, with your feet, with your legs, with your core, with your heart. Maybe keeping your eyes closed for a few moments just to tune more in your inner world. And if your eyes are closed, open them as you inhale. Place your hands on your hips and take your feet out, hip distance apart. Again, aligning your feet, whatever that means for you. Inhale and lift your heart up, but keep your lower belly engaged so you're not lifting your pelvis as you come up. And then as you exhale, come down all the way. Some of you maybe will stay kind of here halfway with your hands either grabbing the back of your shins or the forward, or your calves or the forward of your shins. Or if you can, grab a hold of your toes. This is called Padangustasana. Pada, foot, gusta is the big toe. Look up as you inhale, and then as you exhale, with that space in your spine, in the front of your body, come to forward bend. So here it's very important to try not to hang back on your heels. So Yasna, of course, is not doing that. I'm just going to ask her to do that for a second. So some people tend to do this because you're kind of afraid that you don't want to fall forward. So really engage your legs and try to transfer the weight on your full foot here. And inhale and look up. Exhale, place your hands on your hips again. And inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands together in front of the heart or sideways, feet together, or you can keep them open if this is better for yourself or your practice. And then we'll move through some standing sequences now, very simple standing sequences. So inhale and lift your arms up. And then as you exhale, come forward into your Uttanasana. Inhale and lift your head up. As you exhale, jump or step back, lowering down, Chaturanga or knees, chest and chin. Inhale, upward facing a cobra, Urdhva Mukha Cobra. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. As you inhale, slowly lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, step your foot next to your right hand to low lunge. We're going to stay in the low lunge. So make sure that your ankle is just underneath your knee. Make sure that your back heel is not pulling too much back. So your hips are kind of pulling, or your legs are pulling into your hips. So you kind of imagine this is your hips, and then you're pulling your front hip towards your leg, towards your right hip, and your back towards this hip. So it's going to maybe feel a little bit odd if you're very flexible and you're used to working more with your flexibility. And with each inhale, you're going to feel more space in your front body, like you want to make space from the pubic bone up, and with each exhale, maybe you will feel that bringing the legs into the hips more, so that's coming towards that core. And then keep your left hand on the floor. As you inhale, on the next inhale, bring your right arm sideways and up. And try to keep, so we're not robots, of course, we're not looking for squares or anything like that. We're just kind of trying not to overcompensate. So if you're lifting too much, if your hip goes too much up, then you're going to overcompensate. It's not actually a deep twist in your spine. So you just want a nice deep twist. Push your left hand onto the floor to really kind of help you facilitate that twist. And then as you exhale, bring your right hand down onto the floor. From here, inhale to plank. So bringing your right leg back, and then exhale, lower down, Chaturanga or knees, chest and chin. Always your choice. You can always alternate. Inhale, bring it up, open the heart, Urdhva Mukha Cobra. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale and lift your left leg up. Exhale and step it forward next to your left hand. Inhale and look up, make that space. As you exhale, bring your legs into your hips, really feeling the strength in your core. So with each inhale, we kind of feel more space in the front body. With each exhale, we feel more strength in the core, but we're also bringing the hips a little bit lower. So we make some space in that left hip on this side. And if you're quite flexible, as Yasna is she's making the space in the right hip as well, because she's extending the right hip here as well. Not too much, it's a small extension, but it's visible from here. And then we're gonna twist from here, so place your right hand on the floor, and as you inhale, slowly bring your left arm up. Again, maybe just trying to feel in where those quick hips are more square, not again going into like thinking that we need to be robotically square. Our bodies will compensate a little, but we don't want them to overcompensate. So you're gonna try to bring your left hip more down with each exhale for this one. And then on the next exhale, bring your left hand down onto the floor. Inhale into plank. And then exhale and lower down, either to Chaturanga Dandasana or Bhujanga, or knees, chest and chins, or Ashtangasana. Inhale, Bhujangasana or Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, and exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So we're going to stay here for 5 breaths before we move into the second sequence. If you need to come down to your Balasana, please do so. Balasana is child's pose. For some of you who might be going to classes which are taught only in a specific language, whatever that is, and using the words or the names like, child's pose and warrior and this and that, I'm going to try to use as much Sanskrit as I can so you can learn the Sanskrit words for asanas, because this is very important. This is something that it's a yoga language. Every teacher should know the proper names for asanas in Sanskrit. Good. Come back up to your Adho Mukha Svanasana, to your downward facing dog if you're in Balasana, and let's move to the second sequence. So as you inhale, start lifting slowly your right leg up, and then creating that core kind of moment. Exhale and bring the knees towards the chest, and then step it forward. From here, we're gonna go to high lunge. So inhale and rise up to high lunge. Again, we call this Anjaneyasana B. And same thing here. So we're gonna try to square the hips. Here it's a little bit easier because we have a bit more control. So we're kind of pulling again, imagine pulling your right leg into your right hip, your left leg into your left hip. With each exhale, really creating that power there in that part of your body. And with each inhale, maybe we're reaching up. With each exhale, maybe you're coming down more into that front knee as well. Good. One more inhale. As you exhale, place your hands on your hip. And then as you inhale, bring your weight onto your right foot. And with the same inhale, try to point your toes forward and extend your left knee. This is called Uttita Hasta Padangustasana C. So there's A, B, C, and D. We call this one C. So really engaging your flexor muscles here, your iliopsoas is working, your quad is working. It's a really powerful asana. One more inhale. Yasna loves it. Exhale and step it back. And then as you inhale, lift up, and now you're stretching that same psoas, which is beautiful. And then exhale down. Inhale into the plank. Exhale, lower down. Knees, chest, and chin, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana or Bhujangasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale and lift your left leg up. And then exhale and step it forward, using your core, not the momentum. Inhale and rise up to high lunge. Exhale, maybe you'll come lower into that knee. Again, with inhale, maybe you'll make some space, lifting your arms up higher. With each exhale, as you lower down, you're also pulling your legs back into their hips. So with this one, we can really square the hips, more or less. One leg is doing one action, the other one leg is doing, so it's the flexion and extension. but the heel is not back, and we can actually work with the high lunge, with Anjaneyasana really nicely in these two movements of the hips. Exhale and place your hands on the hips, and the next inhale, transfer the weight to your left foot, bringing your right leg forward, pointing the toes or flexing your foot if that feels better. But with the pointing, it's kind of sometimes just feels like the energy flows and it lifts your leg up, or maybe it feels like that for me, I don't know. So try either way, it's fine. It's about the flexor muscles. These are the muscles that are working right now. It's not so much about the foot or the calf or the lower part of the leg. Good, one more inhale, and then as you exhale, step it back. Inhale and lift your arms up. Exhale and lift, place your hands down. Inhale and come to your plank, and then as you exhale, come down. Chaturanga on knees, chest and chin. Inhale, upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, we're staying here for 5 breaths, or again, if you feel you need to come down to Balasana, please do so. So, the assist, I'm going to do Nyasana. Of course, I'm going to learn all these things, just to kind of give you that feeling of what you do when you push the floor with your hands. You really kind of transfer the weight back into your legs. Of course, it's much easier when somebody's pushing you back, but you can do that almost, not as much, but a lot yourself as well. Okay, we're moving into the third sequence. So on the next inhale, lift your right leg up. And then as you exhale, step the foot forward. Excuse me, grounding through your back heel. Make sure your foot is 45-degree angle. And then inhale and come all the way up to warrior one. Here we do not want to square the hips because that is almost impossible for most people. Now we have this external rotation of the back hip as well as the extension of the back hip, and this is what makes it difficult. So don't worry too much about your hips, just look at your base. Back foot 45-degree angle, outside of your back foot is nicely firmly grounded. Back knee is already ankle. That's all we need to worry about. Stay with your breath. Good. Exhale and place your hands on your hips. And then again, transfer your weight as you inhale to your right foot. For Vrikshasana, tree pose, we're going to place the left foot into our right thigh, creating these two energies together. So as you're pushing the foot into the thigh, you're pushing the thigh into the foot as well. And this is what gives us strength. Hands together in front of the heart. You can push the hands together as well. You're going to feel more strength here also. We're going to actually stay here. Not extending, not lifting the arms up, but just really staying here with focusing on this push towards the central line. So your foot and your thigh are pushing the central line. Your hands are kind of pushing together to give you that stability. Exhale and place your hands back on the hips. Inhale and bring your knee forward. And then as you exhale, step your left leg back. Inhale and come up, Virabhadrasana, warrior one. Exhale, hands down, low lunge. Inhale into plank. And then as you exhale, come down. Knees, chest and chin and chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha or cobra. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. For other side, inhale and bring your left leg up. Exhale and step it forward. Again, grounding that back heel, making sure it's 45-degree angle. Inhale and lift up. Good, breathing here. So we always first pay attention on what is the base and how do we set up the base. If the base is set up right, then we're going to be able to build a nice asana on that base. Whatever that is for us, we're all different. So whatever that is for you. On the next exhale, hands on the hips. Inhale and transfer the weight to your front foot. Placing your right foot into your inner thigh. Pushing the inner thigh into the foot and the foot into the inner thigh. Gently, of course. Hands together. You can find some gazing point in front of you. This is always, we call this drishti. It's very important for balances. So every time you try to balance, or one foot, one hand, or hands, or whatever, you need your drishti. Inhale. So first exhale, place your hands on the hips, and then inhale and bring your right knee up. Exhale, gently, slowly step that foot back. Inhale, Virabhadrasana A. Exhale, hands down to Anjaneyasana A. Inhale, plank, making your body strong, pushing the floor, and then using that to exhale, come down to your knees, chest, and chin, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing a cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, 5 breaths here, or if you need to, come down to your Balasana. We have one more sequence after this one. One more standing sequence. So we're gonna start with inhaling and lifting the right leg up. Exhale, step it forward next to your right hand, grounding through the back heel. This time the foot can be a little bit more open. Inhale and open up to Warrior Two. So for Warrior Two, we try not to extend the spine. We try to really pull the lower rib cage in, pull the lower belly in to feel that nice release in the lower part of the spine. Keep the engagement, of course, of the legs, and keep as much engagement as we need in our deltoids to lift the arms up like this. From here, we're going to go down to reverse warrior. So as you exhale, bring your left hand down on your left leg, lifting your right arm up, and gaze down towards your left leg. So what we want to avoid here is lifting the chest up. This is not lateral flexion. In reverse warrior, what we want to do is create this side bend, the lateral flexion of the spine, because there's not too many asanas where we can actually do that. So we're going to use, in this instance, we're going to use a reverse warrior for this. Inhale and lift all the way up, Warrior Two. Exhale, bring your hands down for low lunge. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down, knees, chest and chin, Chaturanga. Inhale, Bhujangasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha. Inhale and lift your left leg up. Exhale and step it forward next to your left hand, grounding the back heel. So again, about 45, maybe a little bit more. Inhale, lift up, staying here. So this back foot, when it's closed like this, we're going to notice that this hip is actually internally rotating. This is why we try to keep the foot in 45-degree angle and not out. Sometimes teachers teach to align the outside of the foot with the mat. This is not wrong, it's just not creating that nice internal rotation. In yoga, we don't do internal rotation of the hip enough. And then as you exhale, I'm going to just float back to reverse warrior. Again, keeping mindful that we want to stay sideways, still pulling the lower belly and the lower rib cage in, still keeping that nice external rotation. Again, we need both. We need our hips, our joints to move in all directions they can move. Not only open, open, open. So there's so much about this open hips all the time. Inhale, come up. And then as you exhale, bring your hands down. Inhale, bring your right leg back, plank. And then as you exhale, lower down. Chaturanga, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. And once again, inhale. And exhale. And come to your Balasana. Nice, relaxing Balasana with your forehead on the floor, arms extended or sideways. You can play with Balasana, the knees can be together or part of the knees are together. You're going to flex the spine deeper, so it's a deeper flexion of the spine, and sometimes that's really nice and releasing. Sometimes we need to go more into the hips or not to flex the spine so much, and in this case we will keep the knees open. So either one is good, and you can always alternate. And then use the next inhale to gently come up, first on all fours, and then exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, bend the knees, look in between your hands. Inhale, jump or step forward, look up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale and rise all the way up. Exhale to your Tadasana. Whatever that is, your space, your Tadasana, translated from Sanskrit, means mountain. It's your mountain pose. Where do you feel your stability? Where do you feel as stable and as strong as a mountain? Where can you find that space within when you close your eyes? In which parts of you do you feel that strength and that stability? And then if your eyes are closed, again, just gently open them. Place your hands on the hips, open your feet wide, hip distance apart. Really squeeze your lower belly in as you lift your chest up, inhale. And then as you exhale, float down. You can bend your knees here as much as you need to, because it's not about the hamstrings here, it's about placing the hands all the way down underneath your feet. Inhale and look up, and then exhale and fold down. So again, Yasna is super flexible, so she can keep her knees straight and have her whole hand underneath, but if you can't, just bend the knees. So what we're trying to do here is we try to counter stretch after all of this upward facing, downward facing dog, cobra, all of that, planks. We try to counter stretch the wrists. So it's important that the whole hand is underneath your foot, and this is called pada hastasana, pada foot, hasta hand. It's pretty simple actually with the Sanskrit once you learn certain body parts. Inhale and lift your head up. And then exhale, hands on the hips. Inhale and rise all the way up, straight back. And exhale to your Tadasana again, wherever that may be. Now we're moving into floor asanas. I'm going to do a little bit of core, not too much. So as you exhale, just place your arms down, and then we move. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, lower down, Uttanasana. Inhale and lift your head up. Exhale, step it back, lower down to your Chaturanga Dandasana or Ashtangasana, 8-point asana. Inhale, Bhujangasana or Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. From here, just bring your knees down onto the floor. Keeping your knees hip distance apart, your hands on the floor. Remember this one. Really push your hands against the floor, lower belly in, and then you're going to lift your knees off the floor by about 5 centimeters, so not too high up. So inhale and just lift your knees up and just feel that fire in the belly. Breathing here. Good, and then exhale and bring your knees down. Extend only your left leg back, placing your toes down, and then from here we're gonna do plank with one knee towards the forehead. So inhale, and then as you exhale, use that Samana Vayu to bring that knee close to your chest or towards your forehead or chin or wherever you can get it to. Few more breaths here, really using each exhale to bring you deeper. And then as you exhale, next exhale, bring the knee down, both knees down. And we're gonna switch. So extend your right leg back, placing the toes firmly on the ground. Inhale. And then use the exhale to really pull the belly in and to pull the knee up. And you can flex the spine even here, so you will see that the spine is flexed, which means that the whole front body is actually engaging. One more inhale, and then as you exhale, bring your both knees down, sit on your heels and just relax for a few moments in Balasana. So it's important, even when we do some core work, to give ourselves a bit of break, especially for Yasna today, because I'm making her do this and she's sick, coughing and sore throat. So thank you, Yasna, for doing this. Okay, so from your Balasana, come back to all fours again. And from here, extend your legs back. So we're just going to go to our belly. So extend your legs back in plank. Inhale. And then exhale. And come all the way down using your arms. Good. I'm going to do side planks now. So if you have like a very thin mat, then you're going to turn sideways on one of your sides. If you have a thin mat, it's always good to fold underneath your elbows because they're quite bony. Make sure that all of your joints are aligned. So from your foot, up your knee, hips, everything is kind of aligned, shoulders, etc. The upper arm will maybe help you push up if you need to. So see if you can lift up without using the upper arm, or use the upper arm, lift up. So you're lifting your whole body up. You can stay here with the upper arm down, or you can extend your arm up. Breathing here, really engaging the side muscles, working with obliques and serratus here, both interior and exterior. Very important muscles for stability of the spine. Exhale and lower down, all the way down. And then you're going to come all the way down. We call this beach plank. So you're going to place your head on your lower hand. Point the toes now. It's a bit different, feels a bit different in energetical terms. Inhale and lift your legs up. Stay here, balancing, using your hand in front of the chest, or maybe you can play and lift your arm up. And just see how that feels. Good. And as you exhale, slowly bring your hand down, your legs down, and let's go to the belly. So here we're gonna, before we do the other side, we're going to do one Shalabhasana. So you're gonna place your arms actually next to you. You're gonna engage the back muscles like that, yes. And we're gonna do our Shalabhasana, one part and then the other part. So first I'm gonna ask Yasna to bring only her upper body up. So inhale and bring your upper body up. Arms are lifting up. This is really good for the arms as well. This is the extension of the shoulder joint. And you're going to really feel your triceps working here. Good. One more inhale, lift it higher. And then exhale and come all the way down. So before we lift the legs up, we're going to do the other side of our side plank. So turn to the other side. Again, aligning all of your joints in the same line, padding underneath your elbow if you need to, and then inhale and lift up. Breathing, really using your core. So the core is not only in the belly, it's not just the frontal abdominal muscles, it's also the side muscles, interior, exterior obliques, serratus muscles, deep hip muscles, exhale down, back muscles. All of this is a part of how we stabilize our spine, or how we stabilize our torso and our core. So for the beach plank, as we call it recently, you're going to lift your legs up, pointing the toes, really feeling that pointing energy back, and then maybe lift your upper arm as well. Good, one more inhale. And then as you exhale, bring it all down, and again come back to your belly. So placing your forehead on the mat, your arms sideways, So it's a bit more neutral with the spine. You're gonna lift only your legs up. So now we kind of engaging only the glutes and the hamstrings. So only the legs up. Of course the head will want to lift because the back muscles will want to engage. But you really try to say to your body, no, I just really want to work with the glutes and the hamstrings to extend the hip. Good. One more inhale. And then exhale and bring the legs down. Good. Bring your hands underneath your forehead and just relax here for a few breaths. Or you can do something we call prostration, and we're going to do it a lot. Forehead on the floor and the hands in this beautiful Anjali Mudra on top of the crown of our head. It's a very nice whole body mudra. We're going to talk about mudras, of course. Whole body mudra is kind of surrendering to whatever you feel you need to surrender to today. And then as you take the next inhale, lift your head up and slide your hands underneath your shoulders as you exhale. Inhale to all fours and exhale to your Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. From here, bend your knees slightly, look in between your hands. Take a little jump to squatting position, and we're going to sit. So you're going to sit, extend your legs forward, and I'm going to stretch a little bit from here. So feet together or again apart, really engaging your legs. Make sure you're sitting on your sit bones if you feel this is happening. So if you feel like your sit bones are kind of coming towards your heels, so this is like sit bones, if they're coming towards your heels, then you just want to stay here and try to lift yourself up more. If you're more flexible, like Yasana is, then maybe you're going to walk your hands forward and maybe you're going to come forward. So it's a nice little, not little, it's quite deep in the hamstring, and it's quite, it's a nice flexion here in this part of the spine, the lumbar part as well as the other part of the spine. So if you remember from your anatomy, online anatomy, David Hills talks about this asana as well, and I absolutely agree. If you want to stretch this muscle, you need to keep your knees straight. With the bent knee, you're only stretching a little bit of this part of the muscle that's closer to where the muscle inserts to the sit bones. So if they're shorter, your hamstrings, you will need to do both. Sometimes bend the knees and go a bit forward, because that way you will flex the spine more, and the spine needs some release and flexion as well. And then sometimes you're going to need to keep your knees straight and then keep your back straight and work with lengthening the hamstrings like that. Good. On the next inhale, slowly roll up. Good. And you're going to bend your knees, open them wide, push the feet away from you as much as you need to. This is called Yoni Asana. I'm going to put it in this sequence because we want to really stretch the outsides of the muscles of the legs. So inhale, and then as you exhale, come forward. So again, if you're quite flexible, maybe you will use like a block or something. If you're working at home, maybe a book underneath your forehead like this. And you can really feel a nice stretch in your side muscles, the side thigh muscles on the outside, which we call the abductor muscles, because they abduct your hip. And sometimes they can be tight, especially the iliotibial bands that's here, so you might feel it here, the IT bands. Just see if you can breathe into this really super gently and create the space, so which we're going to talk about. Stretching, not as stretching, but rather as expansion, creating space in the soft tissue. And then slowly as you inhale, bring it up. can place your block on the side, we're going to need it later. Extend your legs and then open them about 90 degrees. Now we're going to go into our inner thighs. Flex the feet. Same thing with that Paschimottanasana. It was called the legs together. Same thing. If your sit bones are kind of going towards the front, towards your heels, you're going to stay up and stretch like that. And then if you are sitting on your sit bones, maybe you will place your hands forward and then come forward until you feel the stretch in your now inner thighs, the adductor muscles, the ones that are in charge of adducting your hip. So again, wherever you are, stay with the breath. Good, and then as you inhale, gently come up, bring your legs together, and from here, just gonna lie down on the floor. I'm gonna do some internal, external rotation. For the external rotation, actually first we're gonna do the internal rotation. It's very simple, we can do it simply from here. You're just gonna bring your knees on one side. You're gonna bring your knees on one side. So with this bringing the knees on one side, this hip will internally rotate. You're gonna feel that nice kind of coming in. This one is external rotating, but we want to access both. And then inhale, come back up. And exhale, go to the other side. Added bonus, it should be a comfortable asana here. And then as you inhale, come up. Placing your feet together. Now you will cross your right leg over your left. So I'm going to twist from here. And then bring your knees down on the left side. Yeah, like that, all the way down if you can. Your right arm, you can extend it, as Yasna did, and kind of look towards your right arm as well, so the whole spine twists in the same direction. So you have the rotation in the cervical spine and the thoracic and also thoracic, and the lumbar spine as well. And then with the next inhale, come all the way up onto your legs and cross them on the other side, twisting on the other side. Nice, gentle twist. And then inhale and bring it up. And cross your legs. Good. Hug your knees to your chest. And just rock side to side to release any tension you may have in your lower back. And then up and down. Rock up and down until you come to seated position. So for this final sequence, we're going to use blocks. If you don't have blocks, you can use a pillow underneath, like a pillow or blanket folded underneath your heart, and something like a book underneath your head. So we're going to place the blocks like this, and Yasna will glide down with just like her breastline on one block, and then the other one will be underneath her head. So now we're gently opening the front of the body, so stretching the front of the body. It's a very nice, relaxing place here as well. See if you can breathe into your neck, into your jaw, relaxing your face, relaxing your shoulders. So we just kind of allow the shoulders to fall down into the floor, helped by gravity. And then you're going to feel this nice opening in the chest. Very nice and very passive opening in the chest. So it's a passive extension of the spine here. these asanas where we're making space and expanding, making space in the soft tissue, we can stay a bit longer, even in those forward bends like Paschimottanasana and everything we did. You can stay 5 to 10 breaths. In this one I like to stay even 20 because it really feels nice. So once you learn your sequence, maybe you'll stay as much as you need to, but from now we have to move on. So we're going to slowly lift your torso up. Place your blocks on the side and just have one handy next to you. And lie down on the floor again. Okay, bend your knees. Lift your hips and place your block underneath your pelvis. And you can use either of the 3 heights of the block, or again, if you don't have a block, whatever you have handy. So this is a nice inversion, actually, of your thighs, pelvis, all the internal organs of your heart, of your torso. You just kind of feel that nice release of all the organs in your pelvis, in your abdominal cavity. It's a nice release. So we don't need to do deep inversions, and in this particular class we won't do any headstands or shoulder stands. We can do partial inversions. So this would be a partial inversion, and the next one will be partially inverting the legs. So for that one, press your feet against the floor, lift your hips up, and place the block on the lower part if it's not there already. And just gently lift your legs up. It's a nice inversion of the legs. And you can play with your feet, maybe make a couple of circles, one side and the other side. You can make your knees also a bit softer, so you don't really engage your belly muscles. Just feel the difference when you have to lift your legs up and when you soften them. So we just want to keep this as soft as not engaging as possible. So we're moving towards the end of the practice, and then as you exhale, bring your feet down onto the floor, keeping the block where it is. Maybe you will push it a bit lower, closer to your sit bones. And then just extend your legs. So this is a nice stretch. Last final bit of stretching the flexor muscles of your ellipsoas, stretching the quads a little bit here, not too much. They can't really be stretched much, so there's not much space we can create there. But for sure we can in the ellipsoas group of muscles. If you get a pinch in the lower back after a few breaths, then come out of the pose by bending your knees and then try to extend them again and work super slowly. We should not feel any pinching in the body when we practice. And then slowly, we're all together going to come out. So bend your knees, place your feet on the floor, lift your hips up high, place your block on the side. Good, and then just extend your legs, extend your arms. And from here we go into our Savasana. Before we completely surrender, whatever you need to do, cover yourself or play some music or whatever you need to do, just make yourself comfortable, and then for a moment let's just travel back to the beginning and think of or bring back your intention, not only into your head. So when we say think, it's kind of mental, but just bring it back to your body, to your mind, and to your heart. What is it that you are trying to accomplish? In which way do you feel you need to grow? Whatever that is, it can be in the physical body, it can be in the mental or emotional, whatever that is for you. And what is it that you need to release in order to make that space? What lies on the other side of the scale? What's tipping it in this direction? How do you want your scale to be tipped? So whatever that is for you, wherever you are in this moment in life, just bring that positive intention into your body, mind and heart. See what you need to be clear, what you need to let go of and release. It can be something good, but something we need to let go in order to create space for something that serves our purpose more, serves our growth more. And with this, we're going to do our exhales, 3 exhales through the mouth one more time. So let's inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale and exhale. And once again, inhale and exhale. And then slowly start to relax your toes, your feet. Travel up your shins, your calves, your knees, relaxing them, relaxing your thighs, your hips, pelvis. Relax your belly and your back, your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Relax your chest, rib by rib, relax your heart. Relax your hands, wrists, your forearms, elbows, upper arms, shoulders. Relax your neck, your jaw, your cheeks, eyes and eyelids.